Sup, homies. You know, there are many types of images conjured by the words male feminist. Perhaps you see a slave boy wimp type, or maybe a closet sexual deviant. Maybe you see that fucked up mong thing at the end of Harry Potter. Not that I watch Harry Potter, because Harry Potter's totally fucking gay. All decrepit and weak. The very life sucked out of him and his deflated testicles. A mere gimp of a human being doomed to wander the earth. And Tinder. Well, the image that has always sprung into my mind like some sort of non-consensual bush rapist...
Leave that laughing.
Bush rapist. Is none other than the super duper ultra woke as fuck Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau.
So we'd like you to...
we would like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
We shouldn't be afraid of the word feminist.
Cause my mom doesn't like it when
The day Justin was sworn in as Canada's Prime Minister, he made a statement. A feminist statement. He stood next to 15 men and 15 women he'd appointed to his cabinet. J-Dog was basically peacocking to the world that his government was a shining beacon for feminism, a champion for women's rights. And with that, the famous current year meme was born.
Your cabinet, you said, looks a lot like Canada, and I understand one of the priorities for you was to have a cabinet that was gender balanced. Why was that so important to you?
Because it's 2015.
But all was not well in Cuckdomshireville town. For King J-Dog, the feminist woke boy mask was unravelling, and bitches were screaming for blood. Period blood. No, not period blood, I can't back that up.
What has become abundantly clear over the cover-up of the SNC-Lavalin scandal is that Justin Trudeau is a fake feminist. There's been a running theme in Justin Trudeau's term as Prime Minister. He always claims to say the right things, but when push comes to shove, he never does the right thing. When Justin Trudeau asked for strong women to be in his cabinet, he figured, like the fake feminist that he is, that he could just put them in their place whenever he wanted.
Indeed. It seems as though Trudeau's feminist grandstanding was coming back to bite him in the ass. His feminist brand was imploding. So I know you're probably wondering why Tay Jizzle is facing such scrutiny from the very bitches he's trying to uplift and shit. Well, basically, as far as I can tell, your boy was into some shady dealings with hooker vagina bribes and getting all patriarchal by ordering his top lawyer woman to do shit she didn't feel comfortable doing. Not anal. I checked. Here, I think this broad can explain things better.
Jodie Wilson-Raybould says she was pressured by Trudeau to drop an investigation into Canadian engineering giant SNC-Lavalin. The company is also one of the world's largest construction firms. In 2015, SNC-Lavalin was charged with bribery and fraud in Libya. It allegedly paid $98 million to Gaddafi-era officials to secure lucrative contracts, including the world's biggest irrigation project. In the wake of the scandal, Trudeau's approval ratings have slumped from 41% in January down to 33% this month, amid widespread calls for his resignation. The Canadian Prime Minister has denied any wrongdoing, insisting he was safeguarding the interests of voters.
I and my staff always acted appropriately and professionally.
Right, what she said.
Or he said.
Exactly. So naturally, the opposition latched onto this and they came down on him hard. They came down all over him hard, like a fucking tsunami, a torrent of vengeful vaginas, frothing at the mouth, or the lips at least.
Mr. Speaker, what's become abundantly clear with this cover-up is that the Prime Minister is nothing but a fake feminist. This all started when the good old boys at SNC-Lavalin got caught bribing and spending money on prostitutes, and then the Prime Minister and his good old boys said to them, "Don't worry, we'll take care of it." But then a woman, the former Attorney General, said no to the good old boys, and she was promptly fired and silenced. Why is the Prime Minister silencing women of principle while covering up for the actions of his corrupt friends?
We will not be lectured by the Conservatives about women's role in our society. We have, from the very get-go, invested in promoting women, and we have defended women's reproductive rights unequivocally. We will continue to work defending women, investing in equality.
Why does this cunt always seem like he's performing some Shakespearean stage production?
Yet all shall be forgot, but he'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in their mouths as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister is really good at yelling and screaming at women, as the member from Whitby knows. And he's also a very good actor.
Fucking snap. Now look how mad this bitch is.
He asked for strong women, and this is what they look like. Women who won't sacrifice their principles to cover up his corruption scandals. Women who stand up every day and refuse to back down against his abuse of our judiciary, of parliamentary committees, and more importantly, the use of the term feminist. Fake. I'll ask one more time. If this Prime Minister is such a feminist, why is he muzzling the former Attorney General?
So there you go. Justin Trudeau is a bad feminist. A fake feminist even. But is any bloke actually a real feminist? Or are male feminists just a bunch of bush rapists pretending to care? We may never know. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Recession! Give me better times. Recession! Give me better times. Recession!